You can take again 10 or 15 seconds for you to read and understand the question. This is sentence completion. You need to choose the choice that fits the blank correctly. With its maverick approach to the subject, Sheer Heights' book has been more widely debated than most. The media throughout the country have brought the author's dash opinions to the public attention. Especially while you're on a sentence completion question, try to pick a clue for a blank. Here the sentence provides the clue. This book has been more widely debated than most. You can ask yourself, for what sort of opinions will a book be more widely debated than most? Certainly for opinions that are argumentative in nature. Go to the choices. You can be very sure your answer for this question is option A. The dash of loyalties is first to oneself, next to kin, then to fellow tribe members, and finally compatriots. If you think that your vocabulary is poor, that you do not know the meaning for the word kin, you do not know the meaning for the word compatriot, do not worry. This question, or usually sentence completion questions, do carry structural clues. The clue in this question, the dash of loyalties is first, next, then, and finally. When we use these words in a sentence, first, next, then, and finally, now you could easily say that the use of these words suggests the word for the blank should mean a sequence. Apply it on the options. It is not merging, it's not definition, it is not judgment. Answer is option B, hierarchy. Filmmaking is a dash effort since the director, cinematographer, writer, editor, and many others must work together to produce a movie. Must work together. What sort of effort it could be? Very easily we can say it should be a joint effort. Apply it on the options. Answer is option C. The school's new policy, which dash students who repeatedly arrive late to class, will not affect those who are consistently dash. You have two blanks and you can understand the sentence talks about new policy. From the overall meaning of the sentence, we can understand this will not affect those who are regular, and this will affect only those who come late. You have guessed the word for the second blank, regular. Apply it on the options. You apply the second word on the second word of each choice. Regular, inattentive, wrong. Regular, punctual, yes, they mean the same. Let's keep it. Regular and toppers. We can't say all toppers are always regular. Not necessarily, so this can be eliminated. And absent doesn't mean regular. Answer for this question is option B. Though it would be dash to expect Barnard to have worked out all of the limitations of his experiment, he must be dash for his neglect of quantitative analysis. You have two blanks. Preferably, it's much easier to predict the word for blank too, because looking at the sentence structure, the sentence begins with though, which suggests Barnard has attempted something extraordinary. Though it would be dash to expect Barnard to have worked out all of the limitations of his experiment, he must be, look at the word must be. If you say he must be dash for his neglect, neglect means carelessness. He must be dash for his neglect, he must be punished. Thereby, we can eliminate option A because it says pardoned. We can also eliminate option D, recognized. It should be either dismissed or criticized. Between these two options, the right choice is option C. Why so? Because the sentence begins with though, which suggests that Barnard has some merit. Thereby, it would not make sense to dismiss him. Answer is option C. When you observe further, you may have a doubt that since he did something extraordinary, he could be pardoned. He could be pardoned. That's what you would say or you would feel. But here, the words given are he must be. If they're given words like could be, probably yes. Here the sentence carries the word he must be. The option of pardoning him is missed out. He must be punished. That's what the structure says, and thereby the answer is option C. Next, sentence correction. When you are on verbal aptitude component, either you'd be given a question on spotting error, or you'd be given a question on sentence correction, or if you're appearing for companies like Infosys, you may get both spotting errors and sentence correction. Let's try how to find answers. The mole is a nocturnal insectivorous mammal regarded as pests by gardeners because of their burrowing activity spoiling lawns and gardens. When you are on this question type, I'll like to give you the clue first. Always pick clues from non-underlined segment, because the very nature of the question itself says only the underlined portion may or may not be erroneous. So the non-underlined segment is always right. Here, the mole is a nocturnal insectivorous mammal. So the sentence subject is singular, verb is singular, therefore its corresponding noun should also be singular. With that idea, we can easily eliminate two options. Regarded as pests, wrong. Regarded to be pests, wrong. It should be regarded as a pest because the mole is a. That's how the sentence begins. Within 2 seconds, you can eliminate two options, A and B. You have two more choices left. Read through the choices and pick the one that makes sense. Regarded as a pest by gardeners because of burrowing activity spoiling. Because of burrowing activity spoiling. Whose burrowing activity spoiling? We have no clue. Reading. Regarded as a pest by gardeners. Why do they regard mole as a pest? Because its burrowing activity spoils. Option D gives you complete sense. Therefore, this must be the answer. Next question. In Mediterranean countries, Northern Europeans viewed the tomato with suspicion, for they assumed it had poisonous properties because of its relationship to deadly nightshade. You should pick clues from non-underlined segment. Eaten in Mediterranean countries. That's how the sentence begins. So the comma indicates the description is over. Therefore, the word after the comma must be an eatable. With that as a clue, option A and option B can be eliminated. Eaten in Mediterranean countries, comma. The next word must be an eatable. Therefore, the right logic should be the tomato. C and D are left. Try to pick it. Which could be the right choice? The tomato was viewed with suspicion by Northern Europeans who. That's what C says. D says the tomato was suspicious to Northern Europeans. Can tomato suspect anyone? This changes the meaning. Eliminate D. The right option is option C. How do you find the approach to these question types? I'm quite sure you would have found it much interesting. But the point which I like to make is not about you being interested. It's about that you can learn these techniques. You believe me, verbal aptitude questions, be it sentence completion, be it spotting errors, be it parajumbles, be it sentence correction, can be solved in split seconds. If you observe the video closer, or I would say you can run the video again, you could observe that I wouldn't have taken more than 30 seconds to solve any question. The message which we want to deliver is, we have prepared video classes, the concept videos in such a way that we are very sure that you can pick these techniques and you can apply it on these questions. We have done it the same way for quantitative aptitude and we have done it the same way for verbal aptitude. So that at the end of this capsule, while you subscribe, be it for any program, placement prep or CSAT or any program of your choice, we have landed with concept videos, worksheets, practice tests, and if you complete everything, we are very sure that you could pick these techniques. Not only you could pick or learn these techniques, we are very sure that you could apply it in real time test and get excellent scores. Wish you all the very best.